Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. Normally on this channel, we discuss anime and manga, but every once in a while, we talk about pop culture. And there has been a topic on my mind for many, many years. Movie trailers. Specifically, which movie trailers had the most perfect song? The song fit not just the theme of the show, but also with what was happening on screen. I've had two in the back of my mind that were perfect, but it's taken me a while to simplify the idea. I wanted to explain it in a way that people could understand. So let me put it this way. I wanted a list of movie trailers that were the most like AMVs. Now, I know you're tired of hearing YouTubers asking for subscribers, but since only about 15% of my views come from subscribers, I feel I'm entitled to ask you to click that button down there. Thank you. So, Marvel is really good at these. Couple quick examples. Avengers Age of Ultron trailer where the child singing No Strings on Me, or Ant-Man Quantumania with Beyond the Yellow Brick Road are both great examples of what I'm looking for. But the one that made me finally decide to make this video was the Season 2 trailer for the One Piece live-action series. Don't remember what song they played? Even the cast was shocked because this song is a classic. That's right, Come Sail Away by Styx, a legendary rock band from the 70s. This song is literally about the hope of sailing with childhood friends. It's about chasing your dreams on the high seas. I mean, seriously, what song could be more perfect for an American retelling of One Piece? But what else could be on the list? Being married to Cute Stuff, of course we'd include a Godzilla trailer. And the trailer that most feels like an AMV was this one, featuring a song that is far older than The King of the Monsters. So why does this match up? Why this song with this movie? Well, spoilers for a 7-year-old Godzilla movie. Madison is the daughter of a broken home. Her parents emotionally disappeared after the death of her older brother, killed during the Titan battle in San Francisco between Godzilla and the remaining Muto. The death of her brother was something that their family never really dealt with. Her mother disappeared into work, and her father disappeared into a bottle. Her entire world ended, and now everything is gray. Which is what Over the Rainbow is about. A girl wanting to escape a gray world and experience color again. Well, Mothra certainly is colorful. A bit of setup before we talk about this next movie. After Austin Powers came out, taking the piss out of the James Bond franchise, the next generation, led by Daniel Craig, was very serious, with only a couple of the dry humor jokes here and there, as opposed to a movie filled with one-liners like the old Bond films. Sean Connery's films were full of quips, but even Pierce Brosnan popped out of a tank and fixed his tie. Lots of humor tied in with the older films, but the new Bond wanted to differentiate itself and moved away from comedy. Then along comes Kingsman and shows them how it's done. This movie is violent, over the top, and hilarious. It helps that the film was rated R, so the humor is more adult, and this also freed them up to be extremely violent. Who else loved seeing a bunch of hate-mongers get wrecked in that beautifully choreographed church massacre scene? And the fact that they played Freebird meant that the director understood the importance of music, not to mention the fact that he needed a song with a long enough guitar solo to cover the whole fight scene. But that understanding and appreciation of music helped when it came time to release the trailer for the sequel. What song did they play for Kingsman: The Golden Circle?
What is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not.
That's right, Frank Sinatra's I Did It My Way. Of course, the original movie is about Eggsy finding his way and becoming a man, which is what this song is about. Finding your path and sticking to it. And because Eggsy stayed true to himself and his morals, not only did he save the world, he wound up with a princess as a girlfriend. Always a nice bonus. One more that was added to the list was Suicide Squad's trailer where they used the ever-popular Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
How did these line up? Bohemian Rhapsody is about a boy who looked at the wrong girl and wound up in a gunfight against an entire gang. And wins, but he has to flee because he did commit murder. In order to survive, he had to basically make a deal with the devil. And all of these villains were forced to make a deal with the devil, Amanda Waller. One of them was even loved and then left to die. And in her next film, she ignores her toxic ex-boyfriend, so good for her. But now that we have the preliminaries out of the way, I wanted to talk about the two that have been on my mind for a long time. I cannot decide which of these are on the top, but one clearly has more emotional impact, and that one is Logan, with the cover of Hurt by the Man in Black himself, Johnny Cash.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel.
Hurt was originally about the pain that Trent Reznor was feeling, especially with all the women who betrayed and left him. But then, nearing the end of his life, Johnny Cash covered the song. And what a cover it was. Trent Reznor has stated that the song is no longer his. Rather than the pain of a Gen X child who was hurt more by his own mental health issues than by the world, we got a song sung by a man with 70 years of pain, loss, and sadness. A man who had seen his world destroyed numerous times, but kept going. And at the end of his life, he was looking upon what he had built, and it was nothing but an empire of dirt, which is exactly what Logan is about. By the time Logan takes place, the X-Men are all dead. Every person Logan has ever loved has passed on. In fact, almost all mutants have been wiped out. Xavier is struggling to control his powers, much less the rest of his bodily functions, and Logan is nearing the end of his life. His healing factor isn't keeping up with his body anymore. Emotionally, this song is perfect, and I've had many discussions with friends about how perfect this song was. But there was one more song that comes close. A song about a soldier who never truly comes home from the war. What could be more perfect than Metallica's accompanying The Punisher? Note how Lars' drums match up with the reports of the rifle. Frank Castle is a man who never came home from the war. And just as he was making an effort to integrate back into civilian society, his family was ripped from him. War came to him. And just like the unnamed soldier in 1, darkness covers all that he sees, and the world is nothing but horrors. So Frank kills the pain the only way he knows how, by sharing that pain with others, specifically criminals. He's not going after little criminals like carjackers or pickpockets. He's taking out entire mafia families. And what kind of human has the capability of murdering thousands of people? Certainly not a sane man. Only someone broken, someone who can never be fully repaired, is capable of this. A man driven beyond what a sane man is capable of, which is why 1 is the perfect song for the Punisher's trailer. Did I miss any? What are some movie trailers that you've seen that feel like AMVs, where the music matches perfectly with the show? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There are several tiers to choose from. You can pick an anime or manga for me to do a video about, or you can join our monthly manga club. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Congo, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel, and Zombie. You guys are awesome. I post anime or manga videos often, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Danon.